Hey everybody, it's Friday. What's today, the 5th? Yeah, Friday the 5th of February, 2021. I'm still Kevin Murcko. I'm still sitting in our offices here in Estonia, and this is our weekly AMA, or my weekly AMA. Hour. I like to say it's our. It's not just mine. I don't hopefully sit here by myself. Yeah, you know the drill. Actually, today's might be a special AMA. I'll explain why in a few moments here. Hey, Slava. Hey, Fazzer, how are you? Yeah, sorry for starting a bit late. I had to get a few supplies together, which I'll show everybody in a second here. Hey, man. So about a month ago, maybe? Was it a month ago? Might have been a month ago. I was kind of lazy and I wasn't shaving. On one of our AMAs a couple weeks ago, if not a month ago now, I said I wouldn't shave till we hit 20 cents, meaning the XCM token, our native utility token here at CoinMetro. Well, we did that on Wednesday. We pierced through 20, hit 21, maybe 21 and change. We've fallen back a bit to about 18 or so. So my question to you guys is, am I shaving today? I mean, it's not 20 cents right now. The goal was that it had to hit 20 cents. I don't think we ever clarified if it would hit 20 cents on the Friday of the AMA. So I got my shaving equipment. I'm ready to rock and roll. But wondering if, does it count? Are we breaking the rule here? Should we be waiting until 20 cents on a Friday? Or what's the deal? I'll get it. All right, so Slava thinks I should shave. So that's one in the shave column. We got two in the shave column. I guess whatever gets to 10 votes first, that's what we're doing. So we got two for shaving so far. By the way, you guys can ask questions at will. I don't know how loud the shaver is going to be on the mic, because obviously I'm not doing this all manual. We might be here for 2 hours. I probably got to cut in a bit with some scissors, because I think shaver might just get stuck and chew my face off if I try to go in as is. Most people coming out with the shave. Most people want to see the shave. Handlebars. Yeah, I was gonna play around and kind of shave this first, and then see how ridiculous I look, and then maybe just shave the mustache and leave this, and then like one. Yeah. We can have some fun with it. One day above 20 cents does not warrant eradicating such a manly facial decoration. Right on. Manly facial decorations. I would try to shave in the logo, but yeah, I wouldn't be. It would suck. Is probably what would happen. I mean, it wouldn't look good. Not because the logo wouldn't look good. I would butcher it for sure. It would end up looking like, I don't know, two tigers fighting in a pond. I don't know what it would look like, but it wouldn't look like the logo. That's for sure. Keep the beard and shave at $1. Well. Shave and then glue back on. That's a good one. That's a good one. I think super glue might be needed. That might be too comical, to be honest. I don't know. Hey, after the DNA swap, when will it start trading? So they're organizing the swap right now. I saw a lot of communication back and forth. Right now, some ETH is going into a wallet so that it can actually do all the transactions. ETH gas fees right now are not cheap, as most people in the industry know. So it might take a while because trying to reduce fees on those to get DNA tokens back out to all those addresses. But having said that, I think once this needs to kind of be programmed, because obviously there needs to be an effort from the DNA side to make sure that the pools on Uni and Sushi Swap and all those other places are dwindled down so that nobody gets stuck with old DNA tokens unsuspectingly. So. I think we're shooting for the 8th. We're shooting for Monday the 8th. That's when we're shooting for. Should growing a mustache would be the 0.5 goal? Well, mustache is pretty easy to grow, I guess. By the logic, OG not shaving, you would have to grow back every time it goes below 2 cents. Yeah. See. Well, appreciate that. See, I wasn't even paying attention to price, man. It hit 22 cents. That's 10% above the goal. I don't know. Maybe that maybe that does mean that regardless that we're not at 20 right now, I can go for it. Hey, Kev, rundown for year-end CM priorities for February. Plus, I'm kind of used to doing this now, this old move. I don't know. So our priorities for February. So, Jesus, secondary market for tokenized securities. That's up there on the to-do list. That might bleed over into March, but we're working on it. We have some more staking news coming out in February. We have some legal KYC coming out officially in February as a B2B product, white labelable business-to-business product, legal KYC, onboarding the companies. We have X-Hub news, which will officially be pushed out there in the next few days, which is big. So new liquidity provider, lots more liquidity, probably better pricing on some pairs, definitely much better liquidity on alts, and a few other exciting things coming from that partnership. What else we got floating around in Feb? We got some other things, listings. You'll get some listing news at some point throughout February. Probably right at the end of it. Well, early. That'll be coming in March. I won't even mention that one yet. Potentially new listing on the securities marketplace, but that might not happen until March as well. But yeah, I think we're just pushing forward. We got a lot of design stuff going on. We got a lot of branding related stuff going on. We got a lot of dev stuff going on. We got the new mobile app, the new mobile app going into production already. Not production, but going into development as we speak. Already had a few meetings on that. So there's lots of stuff happening. There's always lots of stuff happening. To be honest, I got to take notes. Maybe I could carve notes into the beard. I don't know, man. That might be difficult, but I could try. Will there be more updates on the CoinMetro Smart app? The current app will not be updated. There has a few bug fixes that should come through in the next bit of time here. But in terms of updates to that app, no. There'll be a brand new app, completely redesigned. I would say many improvements in that new app, also including feedback that we've gotten on this version of the app will be included in that new app. Basically industry standard, but fantastic, design-wise, clean, and we will build in functionality to that new app over time, so that eventually it has the entire suite of products, but it'll all be native iOS and native Android. So a bit different than what we're currently working with. You could shave and create a wig out of it. Yeah, that'd be a really terrible wig, to be honest. I mean, it would have to be improvement to this, no doubt, but yeah, not attractive, I think. I don't know, man. Maybe somebody would find it attractive. Not sure that person actually exists in the world. Hair transplant at $1. Where would I be transplanting this hair from would be my question. I'm actually, I'm not a hair transplant kind of guy. I actually said my father went bald when I was younger, and I went with him when he got a piece. I probably shouldn't be sharing this publicly, but he does. I don't think he watches the AMA anyway. If he does one day, maybe he'll be upset about it. But whatever, that would mean mass adoption, guys. The day my dad watches this particular AMA and watches the entire thing, then we've made it. So who cares? At the end of the day, yeah, he got a piece, and it was traumatic for me being there when it happened. And I told him on that day, I was pretty young. I don't remember the exact age. It might have been 10. I told him I'm never going to do this. And he said, watch when you get older. I was like, nope, never going to happen. And so I'm sticking with it, man. It's never going to happen. And I was on a flight not so recently on Turkish Air. Not so recently. I meant to say recently. Well, actually, it wasn't all that recent. But anyway, I was on a flight, and Turkey's kind of famous. People flying from all over the world around Turkey to get hair transplants. If you didn't know this, it's funny because you go through security, you have to get off the plane, and there's a bunch of dudes with hats. And then when the guy when the security guy goes, bro, you gotta take your hat off, they're all like, hesitant. And then they pull the hat up real slow, and all you see is like all these like red dots, bloody dots all over their head. Yeah, man, nah, not me. I mean, they made big advances in hair transplants. It used to look like a poor girl's doll, like it's like hair here, no hair for a whole centimeter, then some more hair. They've definitely made big improvements, and I guess some of them kind of look natural now. But nah, not me. Anyway, guys, what I'll do is I'm going to keep taking questions till about 45 minutes in. Then we're going to make a decision on this beard. The decision on the beard will come in the next 14 minutes. And then based on that decision, I'm either taking more questions or I'm shaving. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to take questions even as I shave. I don't know what the shaver is going to sound like on the mic. It's probably going to be ridiculous. So I might have to take the mic off and kind of, I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. Fazer's saying he thinks that it warrants a shave because it was an all-time high. Right on. All-time highs deserve shaves. I think that makes perfect sense. By the way, guys, I see a decent amount of people watching. I don't see a lot of thumbs up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just having a bad performance today. Maybe it's the beard. Maybe the beard needs to go off so that like button goes higher. I don't know the correlation between likes and beards. Maybe we'll run a study on that one day. Get the government to fund it. Maybe instead of rewarding you by reaching 20 cents, we should think about some kind of punishment every day we trade below it. Sadistic. Very nice. Yeah. What kind of punishment are you thinking about? I'm kind of scared, but I'm kind of intrigued at the same time. So I'd be willing to hear what exactly you're thinking about. Hi, Kevin. How are you? How about the CoinMetro spaceship in the sky? Still waiting. Julian. Yeah. So I guess since he's out. So Julian came to me with a very cool offer. I just haven't had time to really contemplate the offer and get over it. So Julian does, what do you call it? Sky gliding, I guess. That's probably not what it's called. He's got a glider and he jumps off mountains and like glides around and flies like a bird. And he made an offer that we could actually brand his glider with CoinMetro, and he would go to these events, probably use one of those cameras there to tape himself, and we'd see CoinMetro flying through the sky in Switzerland over the Alps and stuff. I thought it was super cool. I just haven't really thought about whether we should do it or not, whether it makes sense. I think it's a great offer. I think it's quite unique. Not sure what it would really mean in terms of awareness of the company with the CoinMetro logo flying over the Swiss Alps. But I mean, our logo flying over the Swiss Alps sounds pretty cool. I don't know, maybe not to everybody, but I think that sounds pretty cool. Again, not really sure if it denotes an investment to make it happen, but I'd be willing to hear everybody's feedback. I think it's an awesome idea. I'm glad Julian reached out. But yeah, I will. We'll come back on that. I'll definitely come back on that. Sorry for not coming back on it, but I get too many messages in Telegram, and sometimes the ones I want to respond to fall to the wayside. But I will be in touch. Hey, Brum. Yeah, I think they haven't really gotten into a discussion yet. Been kind of busy on some other things, but I definitely will respond to them shortly. When's the growth engine firing up? Jasmine Beard. Right on. The growth engine. Well, it's in process of firing up right now. We actually have a meeting right after the AMA, 4 o'clock local time. We're going to be talking about basically growth marketing. That's basically the center of the conversation. Life cycle marketing, growth, etc. We have somebody new that came on the team only for a 3-month stint, but somebody I worked with in the past. Fantastic guy that I've worked with on many different things, actually, from development to consulting and other things. His whole thing is life cycle marketing. That's what he does. And we're really going to start digging our teeth into it. So the engines are, I guess the engines are about to kick off. Right now, we're kind of priming the engines. Have you been contacted by the, however you pronounce this team? And if yes, any chance of a listing? Maybe. I know I've been contacted by a few teams, actually. I haven't had a chance to really look into most of them. I've had a look at some of them. I don't recall this one off the top of my head, but I will have a look. If they have reached out to me, eventually I will get there. When IOTA and Digibyte. IOTA is definitely on somebody's short list here somewhere. And Digibyte was one of the first ones we were supposed to list, and somehow, some way that didn't happen. I think we're still interested in doing it. They both have their own main nets. So that means that right now with our development resources, we have to be careful that we don't focus too much attention on one single thing. Though we will be expanding those development resources, which means, in short, that eventually we will get to both because they're both on a list somewhere on my desk. I don't have lists on my desk. It's on a list somewhere, a digital list. We use digital lists. We don't like to kill trees when we don't have to. We like trees at CoinMetro. You should note that down. It's very important. CoinMetro likes trees. Rule was hit 20, never about a time when we hit it. Yep. I agree, Michael. I think we are going to have a shave-a-get-em, Armageddon, shave-a-get-em. Jesus, I don't know what we're going to call this thing. The unbeardening. That sounds pretty cool. Would it be possible to have a split position function on margin platform plus also a transform function where I can pay the margin to get the quantity without closing the margin and buying it back? All right, I'm going to read this one again, gents. Ready? Okay, here we go. Split position function on margin platform plus also a transform function where I can pay the margin to get the quantity, okay, without closing the margin and buying it back. Maybe it's because it's Friday. Maybe it's because of the beard. I'm just going to blame the beard now since we're probably about to shave it off. So everything that I can't answer or don't understand, I'm just going to blame it on the beard. Please roll with me on this one. But I'm missing the question here. So you're asking that where I can pay the margin. So basically where you provide the collateral to open the position, okay, without closing the margin. And if margin here is what I think it is, collateral, you're talking about how you can use your collateral to open a position without closing the collateral and buying it back. I'm missing it, dude. You're gonna have to reformat that question and send it back to me, and then I'm pretty sure I'll be able to knock it out. What's the latest with marketing? I would love to see some XCM news on staking, maybe to help the latest price rally continue. Marketing is now kind of, it's let's think of it as a wedge, right? So there was testing going on, testing got a bit more tighter, and we're about to hit that breakout to the upside. So inside that marketing wedge, I think we're pretty close to the end. And yes, information on XCM staking. Right now, we're working on a few things. Another fundraise. We've gotten a lot of interest, almost triple the amount of money that we thought we would raise in a direct equity round. We've now been essentially offered. And so we have to restructure a bit, reformat, and figure out how we do that to make sure that the offer is compelling, but also makes sense for the company and our current shareholders. So we're working on that. And once we get through that, I think XCM staking is kind of the next big news, at least around the year of XCM, which obviously we're currently in. Everybody knows that. 2021 is the year of XCM. I mean, I've seen it everywhere. Keep in mind, I don't leave my house or the office, but I have seen it everywhere that I go. It says the year of XCM. So I'm assuming everybody else sees the same thing. So yeah, we will be continuing with this mantra. There will be lots of news about XCM. Next one will be probably related to staking. And I would expect that within the month of February, the news or the info with staking coming alive in March. Possible staking of KDA. Yep, that's in discussion as well. Yeah, I think there was a tweet. Somebody tweeted something. I saw a tweet. Somebody tweeted, tweet, about KDA staking, and it looks like it could possibly be something we do. Obviously, we have a link. We have a link tweet out right now. Need some more retweets on that bad boy. So if any of you guys are in the link army, I call a general or I don't know, call in a bombing. I don't know what you guys do in the link army, but whatever you link army fellas and all right. So what's the equivalent of fella for a woman? Was that a fellow? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so somebody just fell down in the background. Hopefully they're okay. So yeah, just, call the army, call in the bombardiers. I don't know what the hell you guys do, but do it and get that thing over to 500 tweets. And we'll probably end up doing something similar for KDA. Why not? Though we have to figure out the economics around that. Is CoinMetro's Q1 roadmap goals Are CoinMetro's Q1 roadmap goals on track, or is there a delay on it? Now, we're pretty much all on track for Q1. Will there be some Q2 things that will be already implemented in Q1? Potentially. We're actually, I think this quarter, we're ahead of schedule on many things. So that's a yes and potentially yes. Who went to the post office yesterday? Nobody. I was planning on getting to the post office today, actually, but I haven't. It's been snowing too, man. Usually I walk to the post office. Pretty close, actually. It's about a 10-minute walk. But it was snowing, and I've had calls since the morning, and just haven't had time to walk to the post office. But I'm trying. What I will hopefully get done today is I'll get Oliver and me will check to see how many things we actually need to mail out. and we'll make some envelopes and put some addresses on them. And then, just maybe the post office will come and pick them up. I think the post office does that. They used to. I don't know how the post office works anymore, to be honest. Estonian government is about to adopt stricter crypto regulations. Will it impact CoinMetro? You probably will have to reapply for an operating permit. Well, there is talk about creating or basically putting crypto licensing underneath a different agency, the FSA, instead of directly under the FIU. And while there still isn't, I don't think we have specifics yet on what exactly that legislation is going to look like, we are ready, willing, and are able to do whatever is going to be required to acquire whatever new licensing may be issued in Estonia, and we're happy to see it happen. I think there's still something like 400 or 500 crypto licenses that are still in existence in Estonia. I can't name more than 3 providers in Estonia that are actually physically present here, so it's about time, and we welcome the change. What else has been done about the hacking from a few years ago? That person has my phone and utility bills address. Still very concerned about this. So, wasn't a hack. First of all, it was a data dump done by an ex-employee. So this is all explained, obviously, in I think the information that we released publicly, both on our Telegram group and via email, and then obviously my myriad of 16 hours of voice messages inside of Telegram as well, and also my direct communications with clients who have asked. So what has been done? We've reported to the police. Actually, the police just got back to us today and asked for a copy of the blackmail email. So they are investigating. We also reported this to the data protection authorities in Europe. We did everything we need to do under the letter of the law. We're also a victim here because this does look like it was either an ex-employee or someone connected to an ex-employee. And thus we are also a victim in this case, and we are looking to try and push it forward as much as we can. As far as, after the initial data dump happened and we found out about it, even though we had no evidence that that data dump actually made it public, because at the time we were threatened, but there was no evidence or proof. At that time, we revamped a lot of our internal policies about hiring. One, we revamped a lot of our access, the way we allow employees to access, who has access to what, who can change access rights, who has access rights. Those were changed 3 years ago. And those are strict enough where even now, there hasn't been an additional data dump since then. There's really no external parties, no external devs, no external anything, remote workers that have access to where any of that information is stored. So many things were changed 3 years ago. This unfortunate story is simply something that happened 3 years ago that came to light again because, well, people that try to extort businesses are scumbags, and they will come and try to take advantage of your business at any point they can. That's just the way they operate, right? Some people make a living by taking advantage and trying to scare other people, and well, yeah, they're scumbags. So unfortunately, this came to light again because, well, we were in the news about raising funds, we were in the news about growth, lots of good news about CoinMetro. So let me try and steal some of their money, basically. Let me try to extort them. And then when they don't want to pay, because they shouldn't, let me go ahead and attempt to extort their clients. And you guys shouldn't do anything about that either. We have no additional evidence to say that that information has gone anywhere else, that it's been used for anything, nor has that person been in touch with us since. Hope that answers your question. If not, feel free to ask another one. Tag me on Telegram as well. Will there be any API calls available for developers? CMC and CoinGecko's Coin Vault Get, or perhaps wallet balance check. Hoo me banana, right on. There could be. We do have calls like that built in already to some of our APIs that we have developed or in process of develop for different products or services, mainly on the B2B side. So potentially, yes. I guess the question would be, for what would you use it for? You can definitely discuss that. You can tag me on Telegram and we can discuss that and see if we can make something happen. Do new coin listings have any priority, or is CM still focusing on other things first? They do, just that we need to get through a few things here in February, and I think the goal was to get at least one new listing in February. I think that still should be possible, maybe even 2, and try to do 2 new listings every month, and at some point, listings every other week. That's the goal. That's what we're going to be striving for. We got another vote for shaving, right on. To be honest, I bought in Link because of the staking thing, but I have no idea what staking is. Think of staking as an interest-bearing savings account. There are many forms of staking. There can be protocol-based staking, proof of stake instead of proof of work like Bitcoin, where you have to mine and all that great stuff. Proof of stake means if you have higher stake in the asset, you own more assets on an address, you get more rewards in that same asset. There's also different types of staking, like what we offer on Quant, where you deposit Quant, and we actually give you a bit of XCM every month as a reward for holding your Quant on CoinMetro. Similar thing that we are currently trying to offer for Link. It just means that you're given an interest, something like an interest. You are paid something, you are given some type of reward for holding assets on an address. Simple as that. What's the news on XCM bonds? News is that we are potentially looking at offering an additional bond because the other one was oversubscribed in the end. News on that will be coming by next week, whether we are or not going to offer that bond. More than likely, we will have a direct-to-equity offering because that one's also been, well, oversubscribed before we even announced it publicly, basically. And that's going to be tied into that MTF license, us acquiring an MTF license this year, hopefully, or early next year, depending on timing, basically. As far as the bonds go, yeah, there may be another offering. Stay tuned to Telegram, because that's where we're going to release that information. If you're in favor of a bond, if you really wanted to get in or missed or wanted to get into more exposure, let us know, because the more people we hear from, the more apt we are to maybe make a decision in that towards doing it again. A lot of viewers, yep, good amount of viewers this session. That's cool. Please add more options for locking down an account, making it harder to withdraw, to make it difficult if someone gets access to your account. I mean something like Coinbase vaulting. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Coinbase vaulting. I'm assuming you put your stuff in some type of, your coins in some type of time-based vault. Okay. Yeah, that could be some form of an option. We will definitely be adding additional features, something potentially like that, not necessarily for security reasons, but for other reasons in the very near future. This type of feedback we love to get. So please, if you can post this on Telegram, please do. We'll get it into the right hands so that we can discuss this internally. I think, things like 2FA, things like even 3FA, things like being able to get certain type of alerts, things like, yep, maybe locking down a wallet, time-based even, yep, all those things help towards locking down or protecting an account. So please put the feedback in Telegram, and we'll appreciate it. What's the highest signups day to date? It's a good question. I think we recently had a day with what, 1,200, 1,300 signups, something like that, I think. We had a much higher day during a promotion, but that promotion led to a lot of non-active users. That was when we did this €5 for free, whatever it was, promotion. And then we changed it to you had to, do €50 worth of transactions or 250, whatever it was, which changed a bit the metrics. But just recently, in January, I think we saw 1,200 in one single day. Do you have user growth targets for February and March? We do. Marketing knows more about that right now than I do. Simply, we're actually going to have a meeting at 4 o'clock, and I'm going to know more about it at that point. But absolutely, yeah, we're looking at 30 to 50% month-on-month growth this year, month by month. That's what we're looking at. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Hello, how frequently do I use CoinMetro from trading activities or someone from devs? One thing is testing and test environment, but will live usage will reveal many usability tweaks. Yeah, I've had positions on. I have positions on CoinMetro from time to time. Last time that I used it was just days ago. I know that Oliver and our that works on product. Also, you guys know Oliver from the community. Definitely uses the platform on a pretty frequent basis. Our devs use the platform both on production. So we have a test environment, but we also have a release candidate environment, which is and we also have a demo environment. And the two environments between production and release candidate It's the same thing, whether you're trading on one or the other. You're basically just using the beta version that will essentially go next into be the next release. And that's used by our devs all the time. So it's not just using some test environment that has no real repercussions. That release candidate is live. It is production. It's just testing of the next releases. As long as you see Hollywood bald heads, you know there is no solution yet. Yep. Well, I guess at some point, bald can be a good thing, right? I mean, it doesn't always have to be bad, right? I mean, Lex Luthor, I guess, gives bald guys a bad name, maybe. I don't know. Shave the beard, do the glider thing. At least we'd get some cool promo pictures. Yeah, I mean, we should get some cool promo pictures. Maybe I could sit on the glider with no beard. That would be cool. Any more details on XCM staking to share? Will this be permanent, unlike QNT, rewards and XCM monthly payouts? Initially, XCM staking will be paid from Treasury, but the goal would be that over time, over a very short amount of time, hopefully, we're able to sustain XCM staking through lending and borrowing, mainly through the margin platform, and then eventually probably through some type of lending and borrowing product or service. And that's kind of the goal for all staking, is to eventually support it outside of Treasury. The goal would be to make it permanent. There might be some gaps where we have to shut it down for a bit while we improve that permanent solution, maybe, but the goal would be permanent. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. I agree. I think hair plugs aren't for me. Any new details on further equity rounds that you talked about in Telegram? Yep, I think I talked about that already a little bit, but we were going to raise simply 1.5 million to just cover what we needed for the MTF license. However, from other reasons other than just we've been basically, it's been subscribed to unofficially by a few individuals that already are talking about between the three different groups, somewhere between 3 and 4 million euros. And, to be fair, we definitely could use those funds to build out that new team. That new team would be a different company under the same group. So the same group company would own all CoinMetro entities. However, this company would be a public company and would require a certain amount of employees. It's going to require a board. Those things generally cost money. We'd like to bring in some decent names, and thus having more funds available for that, not just the minimum capital, would definitely go a long way. And that license can be massive for us. At a very minimum, it would, 5x whatever revenue we're seeing at the time of that license. And it can go much higher than that. Not to mention that it opens the doors to significantly higher valuation and a much quicker ascension to a Series A at maybe a $250 million valuation. So more information will flow on that. I'm going to have a call with the other major shareholders and a few other individuals over the weekend. So sometime over the weekend, early next week, to be some more information. We got 1 minute to go before we decide on beer to get in. I don't know. How many new currencies are going to see on CoinMetro during 2022? If we hit our goal of a new listing every 2 weeks, that's 26, roughly. Having the CoinMetro logo soaring effortlessly through the sky, how does that sound? How does that not sound like the perfect matching? I kind of agree. I think it's cool. From the cool factor, no doubt. CoinMetro likes trees. Thanks for noting that down. I appreciate that, since I did ask you to note it down, and you did. Have you heard of Telcoin, working in the remittance sector for the unbanked? Just went live with the first corridor with Gcash. Can we get Tel on CM? Haven't heard of them, no. Remittance business is interesting. Blockchain was kind of made for remittance, so you kind of could use any token for that. It would still be way better than what currently exists, even if you're using Ethereum. To be fair, even Ethereum with the high gas fees, if you're able to distribute multiple payments, every few minutes, is still probably better than most of the current fees that are charged, and would allow people to take more control of their remittance themselves rather than having to use third parties. I've asked this for a lot of companies already. DM me on Telegram at Kevin Murcko. Send me the information. I'll take a look. Shaving his beard would be very beardish. Yeah, I get it. The horror behind the hair. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. Noted. Anyway, do we support CoinMetro loving trees? Great. I'm glad that other people in CoinMetro also support trees. we all should support trees. If you're not a tree supporter, I don't know what kind of human you are, to be honest. Link staking already live. Yeah, actually, it kind of went live under our noses, but we still want to see those 500 retweets, man. Come on. Will there be any new investing opportunities on CoinMetro? There always will be new investing opportunities, both into CoinMetro and also into other exciting companies like EncryptGen right now that's on our Invest platform, and others that are coming. So yes, there will constantly be new ways and new things to invest in on CoinMetro. Also new tokens that get added to the exchange, and new services that we add that allow you to diversify, like copy trading, for example, into all those different assets. Maybe a little overlap that pops up now and again during the AMA to remind people to thumbs up on the live stream. Yeah, I should work on that. We need new backgrounds too. I just haven't really gotten around to it, but we'll get there. Definitely, we're going to get there. Plant a tree where there is a new client. Yeah, that could be something we can do in the future for sure. We plant a lot of trees, which would be good for the environment. I mean, oxygen is nice. I like oxygen. I like to breathe. I don't know about everybody else, but breathing is kind of fun, nice, and relaxing. I think if I didn't breathe, I'd be a little bit on edge. I don't know about everybody else. Yeah, breathing is fundamental. I think that should be a slogan somewhere. Launch of a CoinMetro debit card to spend crypto in the near future. Yep, that's part of the reason why we went after the EMI agent licensing in Bank of Lithuania, waiting for it to be passported into Estonia. Going to do the same thing in the UK. On the back of that, you're talking debit cards, you're talking third-party payments, you're talking internal CoinMetro transfers, you're talking debit cards. All those things definitely we're looking at during 2021. We know there's a lot of providers now that provide debit cards. We tend to like to do things the right way and not just gimmicky. So building that into the infrastructure and making an actual viable product rather than just a gimmick to try and get you to buy our token, crypto.com. A feline is a cat. Right on. I like educating people is always a good thing. Nothing yet in NFTs, but they're interesting. And I think cats are very feminine. I said fella. Did anybody thought I said feline? I don't know. Maybe that was the beard. I told you I'm going to blame the beard. Okay, we're already 3 minutes over the beard inning. So so I guess we're doing this. So I better start, because if I don't start, we're not going to get through this. So first, let me, plus I got a call right after this. So if I don't do a good job shaving, man, it's going to be, this isn't really the best. I was trying to find one of those, smocks or whatever they call those things that you usually find like at a barber shop. But yeah, I don't have one of those. Do people actually own those things? I guess they probably do. I don't know. Anyway, good thing is we got concrete floors. So this is going to be a bit awkward because I got to kind of look at myself reversed in the camera and then try to shave. So this may come out really sloppy. So just get ready for that. I got this bad boy. And I got this bad boy. So I was thinking that I'd start off by maybe, cutting in. Problem with that is that, yeah, it's backwards to me. So I'm looking at a mirror image. So I'll probably cut half my face off. And I don't know if that would be a good look for me with half a face. So I'm going to try to go right in with this thing, which is probably going to pull the hairs out and it's going to suck. But I'm going to do this for you guys because I like you guys. And somebody said I should be punished when it goes below 20 cents. So I guess this is kind of all part of that mantra. So here we go. So I don't know how loud this is on the mic. It's probably really annoying. But I don't really know how to solve that. I could pull the mic away from my face. Let's see, actually, I'm going to scroll down so I can see. If you had questions that weren't answered, tag me on Telegram at Kevin Murcko, and we'll get it done. So here we go. Let's see. Let's see here. It's struggling. There we go. Look at that. Maybe we should mail some of this in envelopes to everybody. It might be worth something someday. Probably not. I mean, I don't really know. Here we go again. Let's see. Ah, yeah. Oh, geez. A lot of Shave Metro. You're getting old when your beard's gray, man. And I got a lot of gray hair in this beard. Still thick though. I don't know if that means anything. Probably not. Yeah, see, this mirrored image thing is really messing with me. All right. I can hear the beard screaming. Yeah, you hear that? I hear that too. It's kind of like when you light a spider on fire. Not that I ever did that, but I've been told by people who light spiders on fire. Or like when you throw a lobster into a hot boiling pot of water. You probably can't even hear what I'm saying. But all right. Should I just leave it like this? You think if I walked around like this, I'd get discounts at stores and stuff? Would people think would people just give me money on the street? This could be a good fundraising tactic. I'll just run around the street like this, waving my hands, maybe drooling a bit. Might work out. I don't know. I might just get arrested, which probably wouldn't be good, I guess. Wow, look at it. What is this? That's not right. One second. Jesus, it looks like, was that the Tesla logo? Anybody seeing that? I don't know if it's me. It's like a shadow. It's like I got the Tesla logo under my nose. Maybe that's an omen. It probably means sell Tesla is what it means. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about just doing half. Well, see, this backwards reverse nonsense is starting to get to me. Look at that. Now I look like 8 frog legs and drive an airboat. Let's see. Let's get this side off. Oh, Jesus. It's like when you're trying to put like a real shitty car into like 3rd gear and you got like no transmission oil left. The shaver's really, it's putting in effort, man. I'm gonna have to send a letter to Phillips, tell them they did a decent job. Yeah, see? There we go. Yeah, like this is just, nah, we're good on bat. This thing actually has decent bat. I don't want to do a commercial for Philips, man, but this thing's not bad. It's pretty cheap. I think it was like 50 euros or something. I don't know. But the battery lasts a while, man. You have to charge it. Well, usually it lasts me like a month or more. I don't know about this today, though. It's putting in some work. Oh, this is definitely, I noticed that when I started shaving, the viewership went up. I don't know if that makes all of you weird. I like weird people, so that's cool. I consider myself a bit weird. All right, seriously, I think I should just leave it like this. I mean, my wife didn't like me with the beard. She's definitely not going to like this. This is like divorce material, I think. I would divorce myself if I was walking around like this. This is where it gets kind of a little bit, I'm trying to do the old, trying to get a little finesse up here. I don't know what I'm doing though. I mean, I've obviously been shaving. I've never shaved reverse. It takes a bit getting used to be honest. All right, we'll deal with that later, I think. Jesus, we got 5 minutes. I don't know what I'm gonna end up looking like here. I gotta say, it's going better than I thought it would though. How do I tell what currencies on CM are stakeable? Well, that's a good question. Actually, right now, I guess you'd have to follow us on Telegram or be part of, just ask questions, because right now there's no list anywhere, I don't think. Or just, subscribe to our blog and read through and find articles about staking. But we do have kind of a staking dashboard in Visions, which is a product that will be coming out at some point in the future, especially as we start staking more assets. And so for now, I guess you got to ask, or at least be in the know, or hang out on Telegram, and or go through our blog and search for staking. I guess would be another way to do it. It's not pulling, actually. It's actually doing pretty good. It pulled once or twice, but I got to say, it's doing pretty good. I give Phillips a thumbs up. Oh boy, there you go. Yeah. Oh, see, that one pulled. That was a nice one. This thing is just, you got to get like some. This is not an attractive look right here. This is, if I'm walking down the street, you'd probably be on the other side of it. Then, I wouldn't blame you. I'd probably tell you to go to the other side of the street, to be honest. Taliban mode, yeah. I wouldn't do well in the Taliban, I don't think. I don't know. Not really on my list of accomplishments I'm looking to do in my life, so. Not on my bucket list. Oh, see? It's still messed up with this reverse nonsense. Getting there, though. This is kind of the toughest part. These are all where most of the grays happen to be down here. And the grays are tough, man. Like, they do not want to go. Yeah, a little bit of Manson vibe. Sorry about that. I could start shading. I could do this when I'm doing this. Yeah, that would probably make it worse. Yeah. All right, we got 2 minutes. I feel like I'm on a game show or something. Like, I can shave my beard in 12 minutes, I can shave my beard in 11 minutes. Shave that beard. It was a really old game show reference. Probably nobody got that one, but I keep going the wrong way. It's really annoying. Oh man, we're getting there. So what is it then? Am I now not shaving till €1? That's going to be a beard, man. I mean, if you thought this was a beard, that's going to be a beard. Maybe everybody could come with a shaver on the €1 party, and everybody takes one slice. What do you think? Could like raise money and give it to charity or something. Bald Kids of Estonia. I don't know where we send it. No more showers till 1. Well, I definitely get divorced on that one. Whew. Almost human again. Getting there. We literally have about 1 minute left. Trying to clean up all these loose edges here. Wear a dress at the €1 party? We can make it a costume party. I'll wear a dress. It's got to be a nice one, though. I could sing, too. I'll do some karaoke. I think somebody should have to make a song about XCM hitting €1. And I'll sing it, but I'm going to need like a barbershop quartet in the background. All right, man, I think that's pretty much it. Definitely still got a little bit I gotta deal with. But I think it's all right. Jesus. Look at that. Right on. Well, I appreciate you guys being here and watching me shave my face, which I don't know. I think it's the most viewers we've ever had, which is either awesome or kind of sad. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. New challenge coming up next week. Let's set the new challenge officially. So I'll give you guys a week to think about that challenge. We can debate it in Telegram a bit. You can tag me at Kevin Murcko. You can tweet me at Kevin Murcko. Let me know what you think I should do until we hit €1. And, I'll see if I can make it happen. And anyway, appreciate it. It's the weekend, guys, or almost. So spend time with friends and family. If you can't do it physically, do it virtually. As I always say, after you listen to all the hardship and heartbreak or all the ridiculous, this is what I did during quarantine stories, make sure you let everybody know that the best way to stay protected against COVID is obviously to buy XCM because, that just makes sense and any sane person would understand why. And have a great weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Make sure you tag me or tweet me. And I'll see you guys in Telegram over the weekend. Cheers.